Do you love brownies and chocolate chip cookies? I have a recipe for you that uses the best parts of both. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chef Rich. Today we're going to be making a Mississippi mud bar. It's kind of a cross between a blondie brownie and a chocolate chip. Really great dessert. I do it as a miniature pastry. We're going to be making a sheet and cutting it up. If you want to do it as a full-size dessert, you can. But like I said, I normally do it as a miniature. So we'll jump right in and talk about our ingredients. I have 1 cup of unsalted butter, 1½ cups of light brown sugar, 2¼ cups of all-purpose flour, 1½ cup of white chocolate chips, 1½ cup of dark chocolate chips. These are minis, but feel free to use full-size ones. This is just what I had in stock, so I'm using them. We have 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 2 large eggs. This is a very, very simple recipe. We're going to take our butter and our sugar and cream it together. And we're just going to mix that probably for about a minute on high speed. Once this is creamed together, we'll add our eggs one at a time, and we'll scrape down the bowl in between. And we'll also actually add our vanilla. Thing we're going to do is we're going to take our baking soda and our salt, just mix it in with our flour. We're just going to give this a little stir just to kind of mix that in a little bit. And we're going to add this to our sugar and butter. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to add our chocolate chips. So let's talk about our pan. I have a 9x13 Pyrex pan, and I've double lined it with aluminum foil and sprayed this well. The reason why I've double lined it is so when it's all done and cool, I can just lift the whole thing out and I know it will come out very easily. I've had it stick before. So if you look at it, it kind of looks like chocolate chip cookie dough. We're just gonna put this in our pan and smooth it out. So don't tell anyone, but I actually just threw on a glove and I used my hands to smear it out. It just made my life a lot easier. And then I took a spatula and just smoothed it a little bit. So that's the easiest way of doing that. This is gonna go in a 375-degree oven for about 23 to 25 minutes. And I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Our mud bars are now cool. And what I'm gonna do, this just literally just picks up out of the pan, which is nice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this over. And you'll notice I have some both white and dark chocolate. We're gonna melt the dark chocolate first. Just gonna throw it in the microwave for about a minute to melt it. And while that is melting, we're gonna cut up our mud bars. I always cut the ends off. They're good for scraps. At work, people like to nosh on these a bit. Oops. Now I'm just going to cut this in squares. Our mud bars are cut up now. Nice squares, and you notice that they're separated just a little bit. I'm not sure if I said this before. These were in the oven for right about 28 minutes. I think I had said earlier about 23 to 25. They were in 28 minutes until they were done. Now, if you look closely at my chocolate, well, it's definitely melted. It's not, you cannot drizzle it. It's too thick to drizzle. So what you can do, if you're using a better quality chocolate, that won't happen. but this, I won't mention the brand, but it's just a store-bought brand. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil, and this is just regular vegetable oil. Do not use canola oil because canola oil has a very strong flavor. But we're gonna stir in just a little bit of vegetable oil, and what that's gonna do is it's gonna loosen it up so that we can now drizzle it. Good. We're gonna do the same thing with the white chocolate. Once again, very, very thick. Decorating these is very, very simple. We're just gonna drizzle some chocolate. You'll notice that there's some plastic wrap. That's just to catch some extra chocolate. And I always do it at a little bit of an angle. Now we're going to do the white chocolate in the opposite direction. I put our mud bars on a plate so you can take a look at them. No, I have to force myself to eat one. Should I take this one down here? I was waiting for the whole thing to fall, but that didn't happen. That would have been funny. Cheers. Really, really, really good. Like a cross between a Blondie brownie and a chocolate chip cookie. I don't know if you can tell, you can see it. If you look at it, when you break it open, it's nice and soft. It's very, very moist inside. Really just totally delicious. Really, seriously delicious. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And let me know what type of dessert you'd like to make. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, everyone. Be safe. I'll see you next video.